My name's Nick Black, as you can obviously see in my portfolio, or I guess campaign. I've been a little bit reluctant to do this because it's just not me. Yeah, but you know what? I've seen the progress, and it's helped. The fact that this website has helped many people who have struggled with, let's put it this way, life is a struggle at times, and you know what? I've done really well up till it's been about a year or two now that things have kind of taken a really change for the worst for me, and it's just bad luck. It's this lawless world, this lawless country that we live in now, where the criminal is a victim and the victims are the criminals. A little bit background. I joined the Army National Guard when I was 18 years old. I served 12 years. I studied and got into technology. I'm an ex-Lucent tech. I've done fairly well, I thought, and I was doing well, and I started to get to, you work, you strive, you perfect your industry, you learn, you expand, and I've had a massive series of unfortunate events that have just multiplied. Right before COVID hit, I actually blew my back out. I was pretty much laid up for 4 months. It's a reoccurring issue from way back when I blew my back out. I've had, but I'm 6'6". I'm a big guy. I know, we tend to have back problems if things don't go right. In the Army, I blew my back out. I thought, when it blew it out again, if 8 or 9 years later, I tried to go back and get benefits, and I'm fighting with the VA on that right now. And then on top of that, I'm a wireless engineer. I design and create and maintain and install and do a lot of things with big wireless networks for huge corporations. I work for a company, but due to the way things work with the company I work for, I have to provide a lot of my own tools. And I've been okay with that up to this point, but I've had an unfortunate series of events where, due to the lawless country that we're living in, I have had my tools stolen not once, twice. The second time they got the company van. Company's been able to help me out a little bit, but there's still a struggle there. It's unfortunately, if anybody knows anything about insurance, there's depreciation, there's a lot of fine print. I'm learning that I had all my tools stolen. I changed my policy because I found out I wasn't covered because I was in Dallas the first time. 6 months later, I get done. I spend a shitload of money. I spend another $50,000, $60,000, get almost everything replaced, and then I was in Long Beach, California, and I actually picked the hotel right across from the police station, thinking that would be safe because California was kind of rough back in 2022, excuse me. And 2020, 2021, California was kind of unruly, out of control. They came, and this time they didn't just steal all my tools. They got the work van too, which allowed some insurance help, but yet again, my personal policy was supposed to cover all my stuff. I found out, even though I explained that I travel for a living, they only cover me if I was within my home city. you know what? Yeah, I'm learning between the insurance companies and the fact that cops won't come and help you, and it's just, I lost, well over $100,000 worth of tools, and just boom. A little bit of help I got, which led me to taking out loans, maxed out my credit cards, and I finally got to a point where just because of financial reasons and where I was and whatnot, I was forced to pretty much wipe out my 401k just to keep working. Almost cost me my job because I wouldn't have been able to do my job without my tools, which I wish people that were these thieves would understand that when you go and steal tools from somebody, that's their livelihood. That's what allows them to make money, to pay the taxes, so we can help all these people that need it, the welfare, the freaking, yeah. Give it all to illegals, I guess. The thing that really frustrates me is the fact that they were actually on video both times and could clearly, I needed somebody to, and I didn't have the software, and they wouldn't give me the video to allow me to, digitize it or edit the video so you can, do the zoom in. And I'm like, I can almost make out the license plate. It's a black Magnum. The guy freaking, he gets in you know what? And I'll admit, and when I even called to tell them, it's like, yeah, it's, they're like, oh, we know exactly how he robbed it. He probably popped the lock. Yeah, he popped the tumbler apart. He probably had started, and he was out in 5 minutes. Actually, he was out in about 4. But, yeah, you got everything. I just had bought a brand new, $11,000 tester. And installed installed one of the locking, what they call it, job box or a job site or a contractor box in the back, mounted to the bottom of the floor of the van, big heavy duty locks on it. I'm like, you know what? Who would have thought? Oh, we're going to take the whole van. I'm just, you know what? And while I've been able to keep working, work's getting slower. And the economy, and I get it. Everybody's hurting. I hate that I'm doing this. I don't know what else to do. I will give a shout out to, I actually heard about this GIVESENDGO for the first time, and Stacy on the right, if you're out there, I want to say thank you. You know what? Yeah. You have promoted this website, and guess I'm to a point where prayers have been, kept me on my faith, and definitely, kept my spirits up to the best point. But I got to be honest with you, it's I need a little bit. Maybe I just need a few more prayers, and things will come together. And I've got to think that there's got to be a reason that, because I've escaped death many times. Hell, I fell 20 feet off a lift, and I got up and walked away. And I look at all the things that have happened to me, the bad car accidents, insurance companies telling me they can't imagine, don't understand how I walked away, how I'm still alive. I don't know. I don't have answers. There's got to be a higher calling, I guess. But this is I'm trying, folks, and I know we all are. And if you can, and I you know what, I'm completely fine. Just to pray, I guess. Maybe I just need some more prayers. If you can contribute and help and get me out of this mess, and the biggest problem I've got is, and the biggest thing is that really hits home, is I was that close to finally buying a house, almost there. When you steal somebody's tools, and you steal their livelihood, and you put them in this financial crisis, and the insurance companies find ways not to pay you and whatnot, nobody ever stops and thinks about what you... And the worst thing is, I'm sure nobody, unless you're in the industry and you actually know, I'm sure that the thing that kills me, they probably sold my whole, $75,000, $80,000 or whatever. It's roughly okay, let's just say $75,000. They probably sold my $5,000 worth of technical tools that I use on a regular basis, that I need to do my job, that I'm trained to use and whatnot. Looked at them, and I'm going to guarantee the pawn shops probably didn't even realize what they were. And you know what? I'd be surprised if they got $5,000 for the whole thing, maybe 10. And not understanding everything they had. I understand some of the Milwaukee tools, the drills, the saws, the hand tools. Yeah, the problem is, though, people don't, without being in the industry, don't know that my specialty screwdrivers. I mean, a good set of specialty screwdrivers can cost you $75 to $100, depending on, and anybody that's in the construction industry understands that your tools are your livelihood. And it's just, I don't know. If this is going to help, I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. And a couple close friends of mine that I communicate with quite a bit have heard about this site, this GIVESENDGO, and they have strongly urged me to kind of push this. Put out a campaign and try this. So I'm trying, folks. Worst thing is to say that I lost $75,000 to $125,000 worth of tools and in a work van. I'm sure everybody's all, well, you got that many, the kind of you're making. Reality is, I don't make that much. The first time I got robbed, they got 24 years worth of, and the thing that sucks is, some of the things they got had more personal and sentimental value, and I've been told that's stupid. But you know what? My ex-wife gave me this amazing humidor, this armored humidor for my cigars when I was traveling, when I got activated for Iraqi freedom. I was thoroughly impressed. You know what? That thing has been with me everywhere. It has been to every 50 states. It's been to Guam. It went to Korea. It went to everywhere that I went. And, it's just, you stop and look back at it, and I'm like, I can't even find that thing on eBay now. I know thieves don't think about this stuff. They're just looking at monetary or looking for their next fix or whatever. The worst thing is, somebody comes up and asks me for help. I've been more than happy to help people. I can, the thing is, I've helped so many people over the years. And, case in point, I remember several years ago, went to the casino one night. I got lucky. I mean, yeah. I think I won like 10 or 12 grand. I was pretty impressed, And you know what? And I read this article about this tips for Jesus. And I got to thinking about it, So, yeah. I went around and, yeah. I was kind of known as Saint Nick for that Christmas. I helped a lot of people out. I left $400 on a $10 breakfast when I overheard the server talking about how she needed to get her, I think it was her transmission or something she was having issues with. But yeah, I just left her, the fact that I've done that and helped so many people, and I like to believe that you do good, you pay it forward, it'll come back to you. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm hitting those hard times. If you can contribute, if you can donate, great. If you can just send prayers, you know what? I will take those right now. It's just I'm hitting a low spot. And being a vet and knowing that I've lost a lot of good friends over this, that are finally they've hit bottom and they've finally just taken their lives. Not there. Not saying it hasn't crossed my mind, but you know, it's not easy. Life's not easy. And I get that. And I keep struggling. I keep pushing. Folks, ladies, gentlemen, women, children, men, women, children, I just, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video, read my campaign, and Godspeed. May God bless everybody and make everybody work through and survive. As I'm learning that you can survive a lot, but sometimes the demons keep coming back to haunt you. So I definitely, yeah. But, folks, I'm actually known as the Badass Geek as I do a lot of things, and it's kind of why I made the campaign slogan. You know, I used to be able to, you know, because I had all the tools before they got stolen. I was, you know, I could do everything from build a house from the ground up to repair your car to frame off the car, rebuild a house from the ground up, you know, fix your network. I'm trying to get back on my feet and just trying to get back at it. I'm getting by, but just barely. But thanks again for watching, and I appreciate your time, and God bless, Godspeed, everybody. Peace. Everybody stay safe out there.